This time, Cody has no one to blame for his world falling apart. Cody Brown is at the center of the problem. His long-standing family structure has clearly broken down as Christine, Janelle, and Mary put on a united front. The events include the ex-wives getting back together, a big wedding event, and changes in TLC's production direction that can be seen. These changes create a pattern of outcomes that are linked to choices made earlier. There is confusion, irony, and a clear shift in who is in charge in the family in this story. Cody's plan for a long time: keep Christine, Janelle, and Mary apart. This method focused on keeping relationships separate, encouraging competition between individuals, and giving time and attention to different people in different ways. There was an unwritten rule that said women should never get together. Over time, not showing affection caused mental stress that was felt by all of the women, making their experiences overlap. This overlap helped people connect through similar experiences, which changed the way people were positioned with each other. Trauma, sisterhood, power loss of unified control was the clear order of the changes that happened. Christine and David take leadership, supporting Janelle's new engagement. Reports indicate Christine Brown and David Woolley hosted gatherings and organized events tied to Janelle Brown's new relationship milestone. This development is recognized as the Cody-free family structure, where interactions occur without dependence on the original patriarchal framework. The moment known as the trap moment emerged when Cody Brown responded with anger, describing the group as a mean girls club. His stated position framed the gatherings as intentional acts of exclusion, while observable interactions showed constant group inclusion across multiple events. Contrast Cody's angry confessionals versus women's joyful real-life footage. Production patterns showed side-by-side differences between confessional statements and recorded group interactions. Documented video showed laughter, shared activities, and coordinated celebrations among Christine, Janelle, and Mary, along with extended family members. These observable actions contrasted with statements describing hostility. The discrepancy created a credibility gap, where Cody appeared increasingly disconnected from the recorded evidence. If he attacks all wives, he admits he's the problem. Historical patterns show individual attribution of conflict, Mary personality differences, Christine loyalty concerns, Janelle independence problems. The present alignment of all three individuals adds a consistent variable, Cody as the common denominator. This alignment reduces the plausibility of isolated blame and consolidates responsibility within a single source. Cody's paranoia believes everything is about him. Behavioral observations include interpreting independent actions as directed reactions, such as social media posts, travel, and celebrations. Reports describe frequent monitoring of online activity, along with patterns seeking behavior to find references to himself. This aligns with conspiracy-style thinking, where unrelated actions are read as coordinated efforts. The core limitation found is inability to process lessened relevance within the group dynamic. Two worlds: Cody and Robin's tense household versus ex-wives' joyful environment. On one side, reports describe Cody Brown and Robin Brown's home as isolated, tense, and internally focused. On the other side, Christine, Janelle, and Mary keep frequent interaction, shared events, and cooperative relationships. The contrast is described by engagement levels, group size, and frequency of social interaction. David Woolley encourages connection and is not threatened by past relationships. This behavioral difference marks a shift from past dynamics. The current structure supports continued interaction among former family members rather than limiting conversation. The transition shows a movement from competitive structure to cooperative framework, where relationships are maintained without hierarchical control. Ratings for ex-wives' double-date episodes reached record-breaking levels. Internal data referenced in production discussions suggest large increases in viewership during episodes centered on post-separation interactions. Audience engagement trends show preference for content featuring independent growth, new relationships, and group cohesion among the ex-wives. This data has impacted network-level discussions about future programming direction. Potential spin-off focuses only on ex-wives and their partners. Production proposals include restructuring the franchise to feature Christine, Janelle, Mary, and their current partners, excluding Cody and Robin. This introduces financial implications, as past income structures based on shared participation within the original format. The possible shift reveals dependency on network contracts and audience demand metrics. Leaked to tabloids claimed events are a fake PR stunt. Reports indicate a narrative was spread suggesting staged interactions, especially targeting wedding events and group gatherings. The stated aim was to question authenticity and reduce perceived credibility of the ex-wives' interactions. Christine and David responded with a candid video that went viral instantly. Instead of making formal statements, Christine Brown and David Woolley released unscripted footage showing a surprise visit to Janelle. The interaction included visible emotional reactions, spontaneous answers, and unstructured dialogue, which contrasted with claims of staged behavior. The video's rapid spread showed audience validation of authenticity. Robin claimed, "I just wanted to sit on a porch with my sister wives and our grandkids." This statement was made during a confessional segment, followed by edited footage showing the ex-wives together in a similar setting. The juxtaposition produced a direct comparison between stated wish and observable outcome, where the scenario described was already occurring without her participation. Cody was never the glue, he was the wedge. Long-term analysis of interactions shows division was a recurring trend, while unity emerged after separation. The removal of centralized control coincided with greater cooperation among previously separated members. This supports the conclusion that family cohesion evolved independently of the original authority structure. Cody is isolated while watching ex-wives succeed. Current positioning shows reduced involvement in group activities, while Christine, Janelle, and Mary keep consistent public and private engagement. Parallel developments include new relationships, joint events, and expanded family interactions, suggesting ongoing stability outside the original structure. Janelle's wedding positioned as celebration, rebirth, and symbolic victory. Preparations for the event included coordinated planning led by Christine and David, focused on logistical support and group inclusion. The event served as a transition marker, showing movement from earlier structure to independent life stages. The internet-breaking photo showed Janelle with her new husband surrounded by family. The released image included Janelle and her partner at the center, with Christine and David positioned close and extended family forming a unified group around them. The composition reflected multi-generational participation and collective support. Mary's inclusion destroyed Cody's divide and control strategy. Mary Brown's presence in the image showed integration into the group despite prior separation, contradicting earlier divisions. This inclusion showed restored alignment among all original partners, removing earlier barriers that had been maintained over time. Cody and Robin were the only ones missing. The absence of both people from the group image made a clear visual distinction between active participants and excluded members. This absence corresponded with modern interaction patterns where participation is limited. Family exists without Cody, and sisterhood is stronger than patriarchy. Observable outcomes show continued family contact, event coordination, and shared milestones without central authority involvement. This indicates a structural shift from hierarchical to distributed relationships. Cody lost control, family, public support, and narrative. Each element is backed by visible separation, audience engagement data, and production direction changes. The cumulative effect represents loss of influence across personal, public, and professional spheres. Women rebranded their lives, and Cody is permanently excluded. Current developments show independent identities created by Christine, Janelle, and Mary with ongoing collaboration and mutual support. There is no recorded sign of reintegration into the previous structure. This wasn't just a photo, it was the final chapter of Cody Brown's control and the beginning of something he can never take back.